It's currently 6:57 in the morning. I went to bed at roughly about 11 o'clock last night and had the idea of going for a really long walk. So set myself a task, woke up and decided to get out. So now we're in Pretty Hard, bordering about 5 kilometers, which is nice. I'll try and spin you around so you can see the view. Little doggos. Killers, ferocious little animals. Look after yourself. And we are currently on 5.55 kilometers and we're just about to cross Millennium Bridge. We've made it to Gosport Ferry. My watch is on 7 kilometers. And now, because we are at Gosport Ferry, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, get a nice little Americano, nice little sit down, rest the legs for 5-10 minutes, maybe even 15, and get back up and head out again. Every time I normally want to sit down when I'm doing a long walk, this would be the main place, or potentially the one in Fareham as well. I want to try and get to Wars Ash. We're going to try and push maybe about 22, 23 miles of walking. I think that's fairly appropriate. So we started at 7 this morning. It's 20 past 8 now. So I've done just over an hour of walking. Back on the move, coffee in hand. And now, all right guys. I'm going to tell you a little story that includes a submarine. And my dad once upon a time said, there's a Weetabix advert, and in the background there, with that submarine on, he proved it. Now it's time for the most boring part of this journey. Brick wall to brick wall, of just a long straight road, with nothing to see, nothing to do, other than walk forward. I call it the boring bastard bit, because there is quite literally nothing. Then after that, that's where we get to Gilkicker Point. That's where we start riding the coastal line onto the beach. We start having a little bit more fun. The next point now is to head towards Gilkicker Point, which will lead us onto Stokes Bay, which will give us a nice little bit of scenery on the way through. So we made it to the golf course. We're going to head into Stokes Bay from there and then through to Leon Solent. Currently on 9.95 kilometers. Hey doggies. Hello. Morning.
Morning.
Fort Gilkicker has been taken over by a numerous amount of people. So by the looks of things, not too sure about that side, but you can definitely see on that side, that big mound, it looks like they're actually taking bits out at a time. But as you can see over there, yeah, looks like they are digging away at the whole premises, actually advanced with some sort of planning permission. So we've now been walking for just under 2 hours and we've done 10.71 kilometers. Morning. Mornings to everyone around here. And we are now officially at Stokes Bay Beach. So let's try and get some views.
Thank you.
Pleasure, man. No worries. He's only just got it just hanging out of his mouth.
Oh, they'll leave it.
We've just walked past one of the nicest spots to sit in 2013. Sponsors of Kingsmill. So, why are we doing these walks? We are doing a 106-kilometre walk around the Isle of Wight for charity. I decided to pick Mind Mental Health Charity due to all the problems that I used to face back in the day. So, I don't know if you can see in the distance, from that point there, all the way to that point there, and further, and around, that's what we're going to be doing. It's 106 kilometres, based over a 2-day span, 52 kilometres on the first day, 54 kilometres on the second day, which equates to 106 kilometres in total. Getting my walks in, try and build up my legs ready for the 29th and the 30th of April. It's going to be very hard. I'm up for the challenge. It can't be that difficult, right? People run that sort of thing, and running is a lot more difficult than walking. We are now bordering Lee-on-Solent. Just stopping off at my parents'. Probably be there for about 20 minutes. Gonna get my phone charged a little bit, my Apple Watch charged a little bit. So we're back in Lee-on-Solent now. And we're just about to head onto the beach area, then head towards Hillhead. I'm gonna show you from my point of view how big the Isle of Wight is, by which point you can actually see the scale of the walk that I'm going to be achieving at the end of April. Just going to head over to a bench over here, just bordering the bank leading down to the beach. I'll show you from side to side about how big it is. So as you can see, Isle of Wight from there all the way to the end of that point there, so I've got to walk that whole distance. I am really looking forward to it. It needs to be in my mind as easy as possible to say to myself, I could do that, not a problem. But yeah, I'm gonna get onto Lee-on-Solent Beach now. I'm gonna head down to one side. Made it through Lee-on-Solent. We're nearly on 19 kilometres, bordering 20, which is amazing. And again, I want to push 30 today, so 30 is what we're going for. So we've still got a few hours left. We made the whole of Lee-on-Solent, as you can see behind me, that little point there. Just walked all the way across there. We are currently on 19.94 kilometres, just bordering 20. We're on a little bit of sand. Oh. Met the most wonderful bunch of ladies. Said I'm doing a humongous walk around the Isle of Wight, so I've got to do a little bit of prep, seeing how far we can go. Yeah, followed me on Instagram, so hey ladies, if you're out there, thank you very much. Appreciate your approach to things, really. I'm walking behind you for a couple of minutes. I'd rather either just get past you or speak to you, so. We are heading into a little bit of woodland. We're going to be going up the side of the cliffs towards Warsash, if you can see this already. I'm about to head to a spot that I sat at when times got real tough for me. Sat there, contemplating life, on the brink, wanting to commit suicide. For the second time, I've sat at the place where I ended up trying to change my life. For the second time, the first time I went and sat there, I did get choked up a little bit, but you know what, man, I'm strong. Dealing with a lot of therapy, I did speak about a lot. So for the people that know me, for the people that are around me, it takes me back, shocks me a little bit as who I used to be. Never normally so vulnerable. I don't really show my vulnerability when it comes to like social media, even to be able to vlog like this in general. Never really been one on the cards for me, ever. Thought I'd give it a go. The day, what else is there to lose? Nothing. From this point on, I have absolutely no idea where to go. We're gonna go up here. This is where we're going. up this little trek here. Seems like we're bordering the edge of a farmer's field. We are currently on 23.55 kilometers in 4 hours and 25 minutes. Just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep pushing, head down into Warsash, maybe get a little bit of food to see what can happen. And yeah, be fine. I have absolutely no idea where I am. Currently heading towards a place called Hook, which, bearing in mind I live in the local proximity of this place, I've never heard of Hook in my life. It's towards Titchfield Common, no idea. But there's a little place, which is a nice little restaurant with the Nook and Cranny. We're gonna be going there. We'll be meeting up with a friend of mine. I'm gonna sit down for a little bit, which would be quite nice. Just went for a bit of lunch. Nice little bit of lunch, actually. Definitely worth a visit again. No paths around here whatsoever. It is what it is. We're staying on the right side of the road for any oncoming traffic. They could just go past me. At the end of the day, I'm pretty visible, you know. Do you suggest? I've got a humongous feeling that we're going to reach a 40 kilometre again, but I might have to do it continuing in the dark. It's 3:20. And I've done 31 kilometres. I'm gonna head towards back of Fareham, try and get to about 40 kilometres. I'm feeling it, feeling ready. I'm feeling ready and good to go. I am walking on a very dangerous road. It wasn't the best idea to have done this, but you know, what can we do? The world is your oyster when you're out walking, is that correct? Is that a thing? We made it from that road and I managed to just keep going. I had to switch verges from left to right, from right to left, and left to right, right to left at all times. It was so frustrating. We're on a woodland path, which is quite nice, which will probably lead us back to Highlands Road, which will take us back into Fareham and then back home. So from this point on, it looks like we're heading home. I'm on 35 kilometres now. My body's starting to deteriorate a little bit. I am feeling it. My shoulders hurting a little bit, obviously due to the bag, but I know I'm going to be walking heavier when it comes to the Isle of Wight walk. So we're still going to push through just to get that conditioning back up to scratch. We've just come to the end of our woodland walk, which is quite nice actually. It was nice to actually get away from all the cars. Very nice to get away from all the cars actually. Decided to take my headphones out and just listen to the birds. Now I've calculated how long it's going to take me to get back home, and we've got roughly about an hour. So it's 3 miles, which is roughly about 5k, which should take my overall walking distance up to about 41. At this moment in time, coming right up to the gates of the area where the cars start, so it's going to start getting a bit noisy. So I'm going to call it quits now and then just power home. Get there as fast as I can. Been a good time. Sit down, get in the bar. I think that's more than ideal. And we've done it. We smashed it. So in the end, we done 40.67 kilometres, I think. It's 6 minutes past 5. Sun is obviously still out, which is quite nice to be fair, and then chill out for the rest of the evening, which is good. I done basically a humongous circuit of the area that I live, which is quite nice. Super successful day. My boots are covered, a bit dirty, but we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Just absolutely knackered now. Thanks for joining me on the journey. One to remember, and yeah, thank you.